and welcome to the Millie and Phyllie Show.
Sorry we haven't been on YouTube for nearly 2 years, but hey, we never made any promises.
To bring you up to speed, no, we are not two new presenters.
Millie has gone blonde.
And Phillie's grown a haircut.
As you can see, we've been spending our time productively. Anyway, on with the show.
We've got loads of new features lined up for you, as well as some old favourites.
Coming up on this week's show.
This week has been full of exciting news.
Welcome to Nature Sucks. Mascarpone. You!
But firstly, our very own coverage of the royal wedding, brought to you throughout the show.
And now we go to Millie, our eyes and ears on the scene. So, Millie, what's the mood at Westminster Abbey?
Well, Phyllie, it's not as busy as I expected, but the feeling here is definitely one of anticipation. We are currently awaiting the arrival of the wedding party to the Abbey.
Millie, are you sure that's Westminster Abbey? It looks more like a primary school to me.
Oh no, I'd say that we're definitely at Westminster Abbey. The architecture is unmistakable. I'll be keeping you updated throughout the programme.
Well, alright then, Millie, you hang on in there at Westminster Abbey. Now we go to our weekly news.
This week has been full of exciting news. Spread around the globe, the situation in Libya, a national referendum, and people in Japan dealing with the nuclear crisis.
So, instead, we thought we'd show you the lighter side of the news. The news that never quite makes it into the newspapers or onto the news stations.
So, what have we got this week?
In the news this week, scientists claim chimps give birth like humans.
The government loses an abortion battle.
A man builds a 22-foot Lego warship.
And the X Factor final was not too raunchy.
And Millie and Phyllie stage a second comeback. Some say this is the more dramatic of the two.
So, the X Factor final wasn't too raunchy. Let's hear more about this.
Well, you see, last year's X Factor panel escaped being censored by Ofcom for being too sexually explicit. Rihanna's routine was said to have featured some gentle thrusting, however was still suitably limited. The overall show was said to have mild sexual overtones, however nothing the viewers wouldn't expect.
Basically, dancing scares some people. They think the people in the TV are coming onto them.
We've heard from our royal wedding correspondent. The wedding party has arrived at the Abbey. Millie, can you tell us what's going on there?
Very exciting moment here at Westminster. The wedding party has arrived. Here they are approaching now. Prince Harry and Kate Middleton.
You mean Prince William and Kate Middleton?
Yes, all very exciting stuff. The bride looks absolutely stunning in her bridal gown. The public are absolutely loving her.
Millie, I really don't think you're in the right place. Those people don't look like the royal family here. They don't even look like they're going to a wedding.
What are you talking about? That's the Queen right there. That is the Queen!
Well, you keep us posted on any developments. Now for Nature Sucks. Welcome to Nature Sucks. This week, we will be discovering the natural history of Britain through nature. First, we go back to 6000 BC to the time of the Vikings. This Viking warship that we are sat on was used to sail around in search of places to invade. In this case, Britain. It is unknown how they got here, but it is thought that the Vikings had been flown in by helicopter. Coverage of the royal wedding. Let's go to Millie outside Westminster Abbey.
It's all very exciting here. The ceremony has started and cheering can be heard from inside the Abbey.
Really? I can only hear birds in the background.
There's definitely cheering, I promise. See, look! Whoop, 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 yay, whoop, yay.
Millie, that's you. Anyway, more from the royal wedding later. Now we head on over to cooking time.
Hello.
and welcome to cooking time. Today we're making chocolate melt in the middle pudding. Mascarpone, blueberries, smoothies, almonds, jam, and one ready-made chocolate pudding. To start, cut the dark chocolate into small pieces. Or if you're weird, leave it as a whole. Philly, if you're going to leave it as a whole, at least take the wrapper off first. And your mascarpone smoothie. And jam. Then whisk! 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 Yes, you whisk. Whisk! Whisk! Check it. Well, that's enough of that. Chuck in the blueberries and the almonds. Then bake for 20 minutes, or until it looks at least partially edible. Unfortunately, health and safety restricts us from telling you to make this. But bon appetit! Now back to the studio.
Now we go back to the royal wedding, where Millie claims the royal party are now leaving the venue.
Yes, it's exciting stuff here. As you can see, Wills and Kate are now leaving the Abbey.
Millie, that's not the royal party. That is not Westminster Abbey. I'm getting sick of this. Now, into our show and show, Goswell Falls.
This isn't working out. Are you dumping me, Jonathan?
Yep. You! Fetch me a drink.
I am not your slave. I will get that drink.
So can't believe that you're having an affair with that poor boy guy. Who, Diego. Well, enough about him. How's your love? Penelope? I'm in love with Jonathan. But he doesn't notice me. I'll talk to him before he leaves. Jonathan! It's Jonathan! He's dead! Shocking stuff there. Now, we're going to go back to Millie with the royal wedding. Give her one more chance.
Well, you can see now. Millie? Well, back to our next section. What to wear weather? Millie, what happened to you? This is the last time I cover our wedding unless all pigeons will roam from the vicinity.
Right, okay. Anyway, on with the weather. This week is going to be very warm and very sunny. So we would advise wearing shirts and skirts like Millie here. Unless you're fat, ugly, or just plain self-conscious. In which case we'd advise wearing bin bags. They're lightweight. We're thinking of you for the summer months.
That's all from us. Goodbye. I'd say that we're definitely a Westminster Abbey. The architecture is unmistakable. That's how far and I look. What? Am I starting from the beginning of the night? So exciting! I've lost my line. And then we went upstairs, and then Lionel removed his shirt, and we got scared.
out because I'm not like evil because it's